I think.
Holy balls.
Maybe. Are we live? Are we live? Are we live? Are we live? Let me see what public view looks like. Public view. We're live.
Holy crap.
Alright. Well, let me turn the previews off real quick, so... So, let's see here. Sorry, a lot of people, if anyone, for some reason, tuned in like right now for some reason before I told them to on the internet, then they're in big trouble.
Right. So I mean, it's technically going on right now.
Right. Exactly. Hey, go to the. Well, hold on.
I think the two people watching are one's me and one's you.
Are you watching?
Yeah.
All right. Can you hear me? Mute me on Skype and see whether or not.
Oh, dude, the delay is terrible.
No. Okay, no. What I mean is volume levels. Are we good?
Oh, yeah. Hold on a second. Let me start it up again.
All right. Well, let's get this party started. I guess we're gonna start 5 minutes early, possibly.
So yeah, volume levels are fine, by the way.
All right, good deal. Well, I guess we can start chatting then. Well, thanks everyone for stopping in. My name is Tim.
Oh, hey, what's up, man?
Yeah, you're kind of here.
I am. I am definitely here. Sorry. I have too much.
A little too much. Man, we're just not started.
I know, right? So anyways, I'm Will. Hi. Hello. Computer.
And welcome to Push to Talk. We're going to be talking about games, movies, comics, tech. You'll probably hear a lot of tech
and
on the
all
show.
things nerdy.
Yeah, anything and all things nerdy. Which shouldn't surprise anybody. Especially given Push to Talk being the name. But today we're going to talk about a couple things here. First off, I've got the Age of Ultron trailer, which was posted today. Or no, not today. It was posted yesterday, I believe, right?
Wait a second. Today's the 23rd.
Okay, yes, that's right. It's posted yesterday. Going to talk about some games. One game in particular. Hatred. I don't know if you saw the Hatred trailer that came out.
I did not. Actually, I thought you were going to talk about World of Warcraft.
We may talk about some WoW. New patch just launched, so we'll talk about that. For those tech nerds, we're going to be talking about the... obviously, those who are in the know that the GTX 980 and 970 just came out. New Maxwell architecture GPUs. One of the new features for Maxwell GPUs, Dynamic Super Resolution, I guess has been released. I'll have to double check that. If not, it is coming out for both Kepler and Fermi-based NVIDIA GPUs, which are 7 series, 5 series, and the 4 series GPUs, which is pretty interesting. Also going to talk about the big Microsoft pen. Sorry, that wasn't intentional. Halo Collection is going to require a 65 gig download if you didn't buy it retail, but it's still going to cost you 20 gigs of download even if you did get retail.
Ew.
And
how many gigs are normally on a hard drive again? Is it a terabyte?
Every Xbox One comes with 500 gigs.
Ooh.
We'll talk about that a little bit more later. And one of the last things we'll talk about is more of another tech one, kind of a security thing. Staples, winner, is the next company that's come out. It's a big winner.
So where to begin?
Yeah. So, John, how about them Avengers?
Okay, so I watched the trailer, and personally, I like it a lot. And I got the book. Hold on, let me get the book. 1 second.
Mega prepared. We'll start whistling the Jeopardy theme. But I'm not too sure if that would be appropriate right now.
So I got this wonderful book.
Oh, you picked that up?
Right. All right.
Oh, he didn't have his headset on.
No, I couldn't hear you, but yeah, I got this wonderful book.
When did you get
this? Buddy from work lent it to me, so it's not even mine.
Dang it. I was gonna ask if I could borrow it. I haven't. That's one I've been looking at purchasing, but man, it's a big book.
Yeah, dude. Retail is like $75.
Yeah, $75. It has all the
75 big ones.
Because, dude, it crossed over with a lot of different comics as well as they had one-shots for it. But yeah, dude, that Age of Ultron trailer. A bunch of highlights from it. I mean, we got to see Ultron.
Ultron, he looked
interesting, right?
Yeah, kind of ragged. He looked a little bit ratchet.
Yeah, ratchet. They showed a bunch of the Ultron clones. And one thing I noticed that I really like, I like the clones actually better than the original Ultron. They made him look almost too personal. He looks like a human. He's too human-like almost. He's got the eyes that roam around this, that, and the other, which, if you know about Ultron, or he's an animated version of Ultron or anything, he more or less has this glowing weirdness going on in his eyes of most of them. But, I don't know, but I am excited. James Spader, I believe, is the voice of Ultron.
Oh, okay.
So, he's also got that new show Blacklist, which some people say is good, some people say is bad. I don't have an opinion because I haven't watched it yet. But, yeah, I'm pretty freaking excited. I mean, some minor changes from the comic lines to the new lines, like the origin, like who created Ultron. They're changing that. It's no longer going to be Ant-Man.
I was about to say, wasn't Ant-Man the original?
Yeah. Ant-Man, he's not going to be the one doing it this time. Because the Ant-Man movie is not going to be out in time for Age of Ultron.
So they're going to have to patch things together a little bit. Whatever.
Tony Stark gets to be the harbinger of death in this one.
Oh, man.
He gets to be the one that presses the button, if you will.
He is the new DD.
But looks awesome. I mean, Hulkbuster armor's coming. I mean, get to see that.
So I've never heard of the Hulkbuster armor before.
Right. So, mouth breathers and neck beards, plug your ears because I'm probably going to get this wrong. But, well, it's not that I'm going to get this wrong. It's that I don't know the origin, the exact origin to begin with.
Right.
But I do know that it was an armor that was made by Tony Stark in order to be able to go toe-to-toe with the Hulk. Big armor.
Which they showed that in the trailer, too.
Right. Big armor. It's got like the dome head where it just kind of like goes down a little bit, so the Hulk can't get his fingers around Tony Stark's neck.
You know, thinking about it, he kind of looks a little bit like the Juggernaut. Just a little bit.
Yeah, but he's Tony Stark, bitch.
He is a Tony Stark wannabe. Or a Juggernaut wannabe.
Yeah, Juggernaut wannabe. But yeah, looks wonderful. Can't wait.
So yeah, that's something to look forward to next May, or this coming May.
Yeah, along with what else coming out in 2015? Because I think most of the good movies got pushed back to 2016. I know we got Age of Apocalypse. possible Assassin's Creed movie, but I'm not holding my breath on that one.
Okay, so the Assassin's Creed movie, I've been listening to you rant and rave about it for, what, 3 years now? Is that right? 2, maybe?
Good bit.
And also the Warcraft movie.
That's not coming out till... Wait, is it 2015? It's 2016.
What I'm saying is,
Yes, it's 2016.
it's being pushed back and talked about and rumors and myths or whatever. So, I mean, it's been rumored that there is a Warcraft movie.
That's not rumor, man, dude. The guy who directed Moon is directing it. Like, they're
Okay.
full sales ahead. Blizzard just released their BlizzCon schedule, and right after the opening ceremonies and all that, the first panel of the day, I believe, is the Warcraft movie panel.
I believe one else did.
Now, dude, it's official, dude. They Blizzard published the schedule, and they were at. They showed a teaser trailer for it. No cameras allowed, sort of deal. They showed a teaser trailer for it at San Diego Comic Con this year.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot about that.
Yes.
Let's see here. Battle.net. Let's look this up real quick. Join millions. I don't care about this. I need.
MMO Champion had the schedule for that, unless you're looking up something else.
I mean, that works too. And the big thing is Metallica performing live at BlizzCon 2014.
Yes. Yeah.
That was that was also announced 2 days ago.
Yeah. For those of you who plan on watching it on DirecTV or cable or anything, I'd not DVR that one because Lars Ulrich might sue the out of you for DVRing it. That's copyright infringement, brother. I don't know, man. You are paying for tickets,
Technically.
Yeah, technically, but you're not paying for the right to record it, though.
Oh man.
But yeah, Metallica, which is pretty big. I mean, I think they had Blink-182 last year. I'm not too sure they had.
That's a band I haven't heard in a while.
You're telling me.
Are they still a thing? Blink-182. I mean,
I don't know.
They show up on my Pandora radio for like punk rock and stuff, but it's always like, you know, their late 90s, early 2000s kind of stuff. So I don't hear anything new.
Right.
So it's like, whatever.
Yeah. No, I don't really know. I mean, they probably still have a following somehow, but I don't know when the last time they released anything was. I never did follow them to begin with, so like the last thing that I know that they released was All the Small Things, which was like the first thing they released. And of course, some Blink-182 fan's gonna jump through their screen and be like, "Rah!"
Yeah, well, I mean, you know, they had the song about Jack and Sally and Howling on Christmas and shit. I know that's pretty popular with the ladies.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, dude. Chicks take that shit.
All right.
Play that in the car, and your night will be.
All right. So.
See, I'm looking at the BlizzCon right now, and event info, tickets, schedule, Friday schedule. Opening ceremony going on about 11 a.m.
Right.
They also have World of Warcraft Arena World Championship group stage matches.
Right, and then after that is the
Hearthstone and also the StarCraft 2.
Right.
Here we go. 2:15. Warcraft movie presentation.
That's gonna be Pacific time, by the way.
Yeah, PST.
Yeah, Pacific time. So our time, East Coast, will be like 5 o'clock. So I mean, do with that what you will.
Also, at the same exact time is Diablo 3. What's next?
Wait, those are going to be at the same time?
Yeah, 2:15. they're putting the Warcraft movie
No.
and Diablo 3, What's Next, at the same exact time. That sucks.
Wow.
Oh man, that's
Yeah.
like the two things that I care about.
Yeah, so you gotta pick and choose.
Oh man, and
I might have to get the BlizzCon ticket because if I'm not mistaken, I think you can manipulate the cameras and all that, and I think you can actually switch stages on the fly.
I mean, if anything, both of us could just get one. Like you get one, I'll get one. We'll just kind of like pick and choose which one we're looking at.
Yeah, we'll have one on that. We'll put them in the computer room here and put up a couple monitors and some speakers and pick and choose what we want to watch.
Yeah, dude. We'll just fucking land it and
Land the BlizzCon stream.
land the BlizzCon. I'll bring over, my TVs. You have your crazy amount of televisions, and we'll just like have every single camera available on their own separate monitor. It's like BlizzCon
it's
in the
gonna look
living
like
room.
what's that NFL Red Zone channel where they show like all the games at once, like they're all up there in like the big grid and
Oh yeah, yeah.
just stack a bunch of TVs.
It'd be great. Better. Might be able to talk into someone that has DirecTV. Because a lot of times they get it for free.
Do you know someone with DirecTV?
I don't know. Well, that's save us time and money.
I'm gonna jump to the screen. I'm gonna choke you. Skip.
All right. Anyways, going on to 3:30 is the Heroes of the Storm overview. Apparently, they're gonna see
Probably
here.
New fighters or something.
Yeah, just let's see artwork and talks to the art and design teams and a glimpse at what's brewing on the horizon. So basically, what's next?
Are we get beta? Like, is it in beta yet?
No, it's still an alpha.
Maybe we'll get beta. Maybe. Let's do release late 2015.
For us. But anyways, yeah, Heroes of the Storm is quite fun. Just like last week, they basically just wiped everything, so that everyone's back on an even playing field. Any purchases that you may have used like real money for have been refunded, and
Did they refund you in Blizzard credits, I'm guessing?
uh,
Or did they actually give your money back?
I think it was just Blizzard credits.
Okay, that makes more sense.
Well, like you buy the credit, like you have to buy the credits first, and then you use the credits to get the stuff.
I know it wasn't like that in Hearthstone. In Hearthstone, you could just buy it straight, like packs. You could just buy it straight
Yeah.
up.
Well, like now it takes time. Like it sometimes lags. Like I was talking to a buddy of mine that was playing it, and there was some like crazy deal going on with like 18 heroes that you could buy, and he was waiting on a transaction to go through from Blizzard, and then by the time it finally went through from buying the credits, the what is it? The bundle went away because it was a limited time bundle. So he missed out on those heroes. So, and of course, you can always buy all the heroes with gold, which you accumulate by doing daily quests and playing the actual game. But if you want to, buy your favorite hero, you can go ahead and do that.
Right.
Anyways, going on at the same time is also the Hearthstone Fireside Chat.
Okay.
After that is World of Warcraft items, class changes, and more. And also going on at the same time is StarCraft 2. What's next?
Yeah, which will be what's the last one? The Terran? No, not the Swarm. It's the third race. Oh my God, I'm gonna get shot by somebody.
Zerg.
No, there it is.
Protoss.
Protoss. It'll be the Protoss.
Okay, cool.
Protoss is next. It'll be their expansion. So you'll get a new campaign. That's it. But let's move on to the next topic here. Stuff about BlizzCon. That wasn't even on That wasn't even on the docket.
Sorry, that was kind of like my thing.
Yeah.
I wanted to bitch about it for half a second.
So what games are you playing right now?
Right now, I have been playing quite a bit of Hearthstone. It's kind of, Naxxramas is kind of done and over with. Everyone's kind of done that, and it's just, going through the ranks and
Don't worry about it.
hello. Just going back into ranks and getting the new the deck packs because every season, I guess, they do a new card packs, and you have to do the rank matches to get those.
Okay.
Last season was the Pirate back, and this one is
Pirates back.
Yeah, no, right? I don't know what this one is currently, but anyways, that and been playing quite a bit of Minecraft and mainly modded. Playing on the AT launcher. Mad Pack 2 just released, and I'm kind of into that. It's like a hardcore map, and it wants you to die.
A lot of those hardcore maps want you to do. That's all they want you to do.
Like, this is like death from above shit. Like, it just randomly spawns, like, pterodactyls to kill you. And,
That's
like, if it's nighttime, there can sometimes be a nightmare, and it just goes through walls, and you have to kill it.
Huh.
And, if you remember the old school Tekkit, which is Equivalent Exchange 2, if anybody knows how overpowered that was in the terms of using EMC and creating items, that's back. And I mean, other than that, just the regular Minecraft. The Hallow's End is going on right now, so I've been doing that.
World of Warcraft?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that the Hallow's End. Just the Halloween holiday.
Right.
Equivalent.
Good deal. Good deal.
So, other than that, just
normal stuff, just kind of
just going about my day.
faffing about. Faffing about.
What about you, Tim?
I'm always into something.
Crazy shenanigans you into.
I'm always into something.
You're talking about this hatred thing. So talk about that.
We'll touch on that here. Okay, well, I'll go ahead and tell you about it. It's not a game I'm playing right now. I'll talk about a game I did ready to play, but we'll get back to that too. Okay, so Hatred's a new game that's being put out by Destructive Bomb, I think it is.
Okay.
Let me look here. Let's see here. Hatred. It's being Destructive Creations. It is going to be one of the first games to come out that's going to be running on the Unreal Engine 4.
Okay.
You sound good? Sound alright so far?
You have my attention.
Okay. Only going to be released on Microsoft Windows platform, so PC.
Sorry, Linux friends.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll be on Steam. Well, if Steam carries it.
Uh-oh. Oh, no.
So...
I hope it's not one of those fucking, gaming for Windows or whatever shit.
No.
And you have to sign in via...
Much worse. So, who here is familiar with Jack Thompson?
Never heard of him.
Oh, all right. How about the guy who's almost single-handedly responsible for the ESRB's creation? The guy who single-handedly, out of his mind, crucifies video games for every single school shooting that happens in the world.
Gotcha.
This guy is just off his friggin' rocker. He's so crazy, he's been disbarred.
Okay.
The guy's not allowed to practice law anymore. He lost his license. Essentially, Hatred. All right. Do you remember Columbine?
Yeah, of course.
Columbine shooting. All right. Do you remember Postal?
The game, yeah.
Postal.
And Postal 2, they, Australia, that game was banned from Australia.
Yeah, a lot of things have been banned from Australia.
Insert any, South Park cinematic here.
Hatred is a top-down shooter. Kind of like Smash TV. I don't know if you remember Smash TV back in the day. It's a run and gunner. It's like the camera's out. Imagine Diablo.
Okay.
But essentially, you play, and I don't know. They haven't said what the character's name is. Let's see here. Yep, there's no name for the guy you play. You play your typical. I hate using this. Your typical. Just imagine you got some Columbine, long, scraggly hair. This guy's got long, scraggly black hair. Wears a big, long black leather trench coat.
Okay.
And let me read you an excerpt from this. My name is not important. What is important is what I'm going to do. I just fucking hate this world and the human worms feasting on its carcass. Let's see here. Yeah, pretty much. This is a time of vengeance. No life is worth saving. And I'll put you all through the rest. Essentially, here's what's up. You play a guy whose sole mission, he hates the world, he hates people. Mass genocide.
Okay.
That's it. And it's the most violent game I've seen. The trailer consists of you shooting cops, dragging innocent women up by their hair, blowing their brains out. It shows you shooting up police stations, malls, shops. That's it.
So, anything and everything that is wrong in the world is even happening in this game.
It's Postal. It is the modern day version of Postal.
Okay.
But possibly worse. I just don't know how I feel about this game. I know.
Is Gary Coleman in this game?
No. I'm not too sure how I feel because, on one hand, okay, so if I'm Unreal, if you look at the game, just the core game, it actually does look fun. But the problem I have is the morality of it. I'm not going to sit here and say, soapbox and killing people. I played GTA. I love GTA. Those games are fun, but they have a plot.
Oh yeah.
The plot of the game is not go kill everybody. The plot of the game is not worthless jerk bag shooting innocent people for no reason. I feel like this game is going to set all the work that the gaming industry has been doing. Now, okay, so you have Duke Nukem, who kind of helps with this, but it's a target. It's going to be it's a huge target. Guarantee you. This game is going to release. People are going to play it. The next shooting, and there's going to be one. We always every couple of years we have something terrible happen.
Oh yeah.
The next shooting comes out. This game is going to be postered up, and then we're going to have mothers. We're going to have politicians. We're going to have everybody else saying they're going to use this game. This is going to be the game. This is no longer Grand Theft Auto. Just got escaped.
Oh yeah.
Well,
honestly,
is no longer going to be targeted as the one that does this.
Not even a year ago. Did you hear about the girl that said that she was the Slenderman shit? So I mean,
this is
and internet
this is nothing on that.
I mean, they've got the Slenderman game. I don't know if you played that or not.
I haven't played it. I watched a YouTube channel where people were playing it. It looked all right.
So I mean, yeah, the game looks scary. It's kind of scary and fun or whatever. But the main thing was this chick is saying that she was a servant of Slenderman, and Slenderman just it's an online story that got way out of proportion,
right?
And somebody with that was already mentally challenged, like disabled, or she's crazy,
right?
And she believed this is what's going on. I must follow. I must. She probably had some bad, crazy dream and believed that was going on.
Right.
And she killed another innocent girl to a sacrifice or whatever.
Yeah.
So, and now we have these new games that are coming out. Hatred.
But Slenderman's not about that, though. Slenderman's something different.
Well, yeah.
Okay, you can blame Slenderman for that, because the girl came out and pretty much said, we sacrificed this person and it was Slenderman. I mean, that's the way it works.
Right. Well, what I'm saying is she's taking influence from a fictional character and taking it into real life. That's the point. So, I mean, you're taking something, fictional. I mean, it can even go back to fucking Dungeons and Dragons.
Right.
Back in the 80s. So, I mean...
That is different. Okay? People extrapolate, and they see what they want to see in these games. People look at Grand Theft Auto, and there are, most of the cases to be made against Grand Theft Auto are people who extrapolate, and they look at this, and they say the Grand Theft Auto is a killing simulator. It's not a killing simulator. Grand Theft Auto is a game where you usually play some bottom feeder that works his way up through the ranks as a mob boss or something of that nature. You work your way up.
Burger or whatever.
Right, but you have the freedom to do what you want. Now, if what you want is something sinister, then you can do it. But it's not built into the thing. You're usually breaking up gang stuff. You're doing nefarious deeds, but it's not. The sole purpose isn't to go out and just kill innocent people for no reason. You look at Watch Dogs is the latest thing. You're saying Watch Dogs is teaching people how to hack. If teaching people how to hack means I get to go plug my Xbox controller into the fucking Pentagon and take down the world, then alright. But I gotta watch what I say. The Black Hawk helicopter's gonna start zooming in now.
I know, right? You gotta get your tinfoil hat on, bro. Aluminum foil, sorry.
But you look at that. You look at this stuff. And people say, you look at that. And people have to extrapolate. Hatred. On the surface, like I said, it's going to set us back so far.
Oh,
because
yeah.
the first incident that happens after that game releases, they are going to have a field day. I mean...
Oh, yeah, it just so it'd be like a coincidence kind of thing. Where, the kid will blame it on the game.
Oh, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised, because the whole Maryland... That's the Columbine kids that blame Marilyn Manson?
Something like that, yeah. Or, honestly, I think he just listened to Marilyn Manson. And
there was somebody that literally came out and said it was Marilyn Manson's fault.
Well, I know, there was something a little bit big, it might have been way before that. So, Charles Manson.
Yeah, he was a cultist leader.
He was a cultist leader,
Cult.
but he got his inspiration from the White Album of the Beatles.
Yeah. But anyways, that stuff. But once again, this is stuff you have to kind of stretch to make that connection. All it takes is one person to say, "Hey, I played Hatred, and it taught me that the world is evil, and I need to kill everybody."
Shit. You step into any high school and you already know that the world is evil and you need to kill it.
Dude, listen, if you walk into high school and everyone loves you, then nobody likes you.
I'm sorry, but I mean, if you're the popular kid or whatever, and everybody loves you, and when everybody loves you means everybody's nice to you because you have money, and everyone makes fun of you behind your back.
Yeah,
people in high school want to use you. Unless you're a decent human being, and then you just get used even more by the people that are feeding off of you.
Right, but this game is just I don't know, but that's beside. I mean, that's.
I know, I'm rambling.
I mean, go watch a trailer. If you're just tuning in, the game is called Hatred.
It's not Sergeant Hatred from a wonderful TV series.
No. No, the game is called Hatred, made by Destructive Creations. Destructive Creations. Hold on, I'll bring up the wiki page here. Check that out. Awesome. I love that. Anyways,
Yeah, I'm looking at this myself.
yeah, here's the wiki for it. Hatred, Destructive Creations, running on Unreal Engine 4. I mean, I don't know. The game troubles me. The game troubles
I
me.
mean, and is it made by who made Postal originally?
I couldn't tell you.
Because that's what people were, basically comparing it to.
Right. I really don't know. But I don't know. It just drives me up a wall.
Yeah, I mean, it's a fantasy world. It's a fantasy situation. So I mean, or a fictional situation that the next tragedy is going to happen, and it's going to be
Blamed on it eventually. Immediately, video games are going to hit it. I mean, video games are always burned out. This is going to make it worse. But anyways, let's put that one to bed. I'm tired of talking about that. Onto a better
Bye,
topic.
Hatred.
Yeah, bye Hatred. Bye. Die in a fire. You look fun, but I'm not gonna play it. I don't support that. Sorry. I'm not writing Jack Thompson's Prodigy a free check. But on to better stuff. So games I'm playing right now. I've got The Evil Within. I started playing it this week.
Okay.
Um,
No, that's the crazy, scary horror game that just came out, right?
yes, yeah, made by the guy who did Resident Evil.
Oh.
Yeah, so it's got some pedigree to it. It's okay. So I'm going to preface this by saying that it gives you two difficulties at the beginning, and yes, it chose the harder one.
Obviously.
No, I mean,
You like what are.
it's might as well be a masochist where that's concerned. But there's that. It's hard. The first mission was hard. It's frustrating. It's not only hard. It's fucking frustrating.
Frustrating. Can you compare it to, let's say?
You can't be seen. You can't be seen. At the beginning of the game, there's an enemy you can't kill, and he follows you from room to room. And if you're seen, he'll chop you in half with a chainsaw. And the rooms are not big.
Alrighty then.
Yeah, it sucks. Oh, and by the way, you're limping around, and yeah, but hey,
That's
you're
kinda-
limping around, and you're slowed down. I mean, it's terrible. It's a terrible thing.
Okay.
But
So I'm, I haven't played.
I like the game. I like the game. It looks good. It looks good, and it looks like it's going to be a lot of fun once I get a gun. Now that I've got the enemies now that I can kill, it's not nearly as frustrating, even though it is still a little bit frustrating. But
I gotcha.
but there's that. I'm currently playing World of Warcraft, of course. 'Cause I've been playing that since the dawn.
Vanilla. I've been playing since Vanilla. Back in my day, we had a route. We had to get 40 people together. You know how hard it is to do that.
Right. Right.
And honestly, in Vanilla, 40 people wasn't that hard to
Right.
get.
Well, it's because guilds were made of 400 people.
Right.
200.
It's just making them all fucking listen.
Yeah, it wasn't the mechanics that were hard. It was making 40 people fucking listen. All right, and but there is a game that I found that I'm going to try out. I just finished downloading it earlier today.
Okay. Tell me it's a humble bundle.
Look at your screen.
Here?
Fear Online, free to play.
Oh my god.
Free to play. So I've been playing. I've been waiting for a rehash of this game, just for someone to revisit it, maybe make it look better. I'm not too sure if they did. I mean, it looks pretty good from the screenshots. All I did, I saw Fear, I saw online, I saw Free, and I was like, oh my god, I love Fear. I love the franchise. I love the first game. So that was an instant download for me, but it's free to play. So everyone go support. Go support this. Mostly negative reviews though, so I'm kind of scared now. But here's the thing: I'm gonna have my rose tinted goggles on when I play this, so screw you.
So I mean, yeah, is there still the Fear Girl still hanging around, or?
I see Alma right there.
My Steam is currently downloading.
Downloading Fear. Go play with. Go play with.
Right now I'm. Oh man.
I'll do a Twitch stream.
See how bad this is.
See how bad at these games we are. But that's what I'm playing right now. I mean, I've got about 100 games I haven't finished that I've started, like Final Fantasy X HD, of course. Still haven't finished Black Flag yet, and Unity comes out next month, so I may shelf Evil Within, or I may try to scoot through Evil Within as fast as possible so I can get to Black Flag and finally finish it. I got Black Flags shortly before I moved into my new house. I never picked it back up.
Well, I know why. You picked it back up, and you're like, "Oh my God, pirate battles!" And then you're like, "Oh man, I'm hungry," and then you turn the game off, and then you got sidetracked.
Right. Yeah. Mostly.
And you didn't pick it back up for another week or 2 weeks, and then you did the same thing when you logged back on.
Right. Well, that's pretty much it.
Oh man.
But
recommended for me. You ready for this?
Yeah.
Dark Scavenger.
Oh yeah.
Yep. They apparently Steam thinks I should be playing this game.
Maybe you should play it.
I might.
You might.
It's a point-and-click RPG adventure. That's right up my alley.
You don't say. You don't say.
All right. Anyways, I'm getting sidetracked. What was I doing? Fear.
Fear. Yep. Hey, John.
Yes.
Discuss something for a second. I gotta step away just for 5 seconds.
That's fine.
All right.
All right. Is he gone? All right. So right now I am looking up Fear online, and I don't see it anywhere on here. So I don't know what the fuck he's talking about. Let me see here. Do. Oh, he's getting a drink. Look at him walk. Alright, push to talk. Let's go. And I don't know how this works. Is there actually a live chat somewhere? I'm gonna see what I can find. Oh man, he's coming back. He's coming back now. And he's returned.
Don't be telling lies.
Okay.
Alright, what are we talking about?
I was searching for the Fear Online, and I was unable to find it, actually.
That's interesting.
I might have typed in Fear. I guess I should type
Right. It might be fear.f.e.a.r.
Yeah, I found
it. Alright. Anyways, so, next up. While we're on games, I'm going to skip the next topic. I'm going to go ahead and skip this next topic and come back to it. Because we're still on games. Okay, so this is an article from Ars Technica. It's up here. It's pretty amazing. Huge Halo Master Chief Collection clocks in at 65 gigabytes. Alright, so not only... Oh, dude, I love the back of that card made out of floppy disks. I didn't even notice what those are.
Dude, that's amazing.
Those are 5-inch floppies.
Hey man, don't copy that floppy.
Oh, dude, do you see the license plate?
What does it say?
Disk drive.
Disk drive. Oh, nice.
Alright, so Halo Master Chief Collection is going to be a 65 gig download, or the retail edition requires a 20 gig day one download, rather than give you a second Blu-ray disc. So, yeah.
So is the download like all the old maps?
Dude, it comes with 4 games. And over 100 maps. So, yeah.
Yeah, it's probably just going to be all the old maps, and it's required, right?
It's going to be the multiplayer. The single player stuff will all be on disc, and I bet the multiplayer stuff is going to be download only.
I gotcha. So I mean,
here's the problem.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. Go on.
Well, I was just going to comment on the whole Microsoft Xbox One thing, and the whole requiring, certain downloadable content, or downloading something from the internet to your console in order to play the game. So, for those of us in the world of limited internet, or even like very slow internet,
limited
or none
internet,
at all.
This world right here is my issue with this.
Oh yeah. So
what's your data cap?
My data cap is 200 gigs.
Gross.
Per month.
I'm sure people watching are going to see the problem with that.
So, and mind you, Netflix streams at 1080p all the time.
You can turn that off.
HD.
You
but
can
yeah,
Netflix.com and turn that down.
But by default, it's set to ultra high.
Right. Right.
So, in YouTube, in any streaming, downloading anything. On top of that, these video games are requiring downloads to your console just to even play the game.
Right.
So, day one I get this game, it's going to say, must require an update because you're an online system. And, 8 hours later, 20 gigs of, or, say a 65 gig, you just finished. And
more than half your data's gone.
Yeah. 1/4 of your data is gone. And mind you, there. How much are they charging us for a overusage thing?
$10 for every 50 gigs.
$10 for every 50 gigs. So say it's near the end of the month, and you want to play the Halo Collector's Edition because you want to be, say it's coming in at the end of the month, and you have other people on your internet that like to watch movies, that like to do stuff.
Yep.
Or say they like to stream, or say they like to, upload things to the internet, or just play games. Playing games takes up bandwidth, and that kills me.
Right.
So, not only you're paying, $60, $70 for a game, you're also paying, 65 gigs. Say you're already at your cap, and you really want to play this game. Yeah. Not only are you buying the game at $60, $70, you're also paying a $10 for every 50 gigs. If you don't buy the retail copy, say the retail copy sold out and you can only buy it online, and you're one of those that needs to play it on day one, or all your friends got it, why don't you play it too? You don't want to be left out. So you're dishing out an extra $20 just to play it on day one, and also to wait for God knows how long just to even play the game because you have to download it.
Yep.
That's my reason.
Yeah, pretty much. It's
Yeah, sorry.
retarded. If Microsoft is going to do something like that, then I expect them to be pushing harder for net neutrality. I expect that. I expect them to be on the front lines because that's going to hurt sales. People are not going to buy digitally. GameStop is going to be taking their cut, and even if they aren't taking their cut, it's still a 20 gig. Even if they are taking the cut, still 20 gigs, man. Some people in the world have data caps. You know, he's a two. John's a, or Will's.
Whoever I am today.
Yeah, whoever you are today, Pokey, Will, John, doesn't matter. He's got 200 gigs. I pay $35 a month extra for a higher bandwidth cap. That eats through that, man. It's stupid. So Microsoft better see you on the front lines. Increase your sales. Be greedy. Be greedy. Pay politicians to let people download more of your shit. Calling you out. All game studios. You want to sell more shit? Fight the man.
Oh yeah.
Fight Comcast. Armstrong. Calling you out, Armstrong. Get rid of my data cap. Run fiber. Please.
Pretty please. Don't make me move. I really don't want to move, but I will if I have to. Yeah, I mean, this whole data cap thing, it's been a pain in the ass for God knows how long.
Right.
Yeah, ever since they really started this whole shenanigans, and there's really no point in it. You know, they say that this data is expensive, and it's really not. It's you know, they just want more money because they don't have as many people on their network as, let's say, people on that do have Comcast or Time Warner. They're just trying to make a little bit extra money because they don't have as many people that are feeding off of them.
Right.
Because, oh, we're your local cable company, and we're the only ones in town.
I'd like to move to a different cable company, wouldn't you? But that's too bad.
Oh wait, we're the only ones in town. Sorry, I had to throw that in there.
So, John,
Anyway,
does the term dynamic super resolution?
not a fucking clue. Enlighten me, sir.
Alrighty, so with the release of NVIDIA 9 series GPUs, one of the features they put in with Maxwell architecture was dynamic super resolution. This allows people with 1080p monitors to play games at higher resolutions than 1080p. Well, what perceived to be higher resolutions than 1080p. What this does is allows your video card to render at higher than 1080p up to 4K. Your graphics card can render at 4K and downscale to 1080p. So you can turn off anti-aliasing. There's no reason to have it anymore. But here's the thing.
Okay.
And I don't know if it's coming. I didn't. I've been looking for the original article. I don't know if dynamic super resolution is the only thing that's coming. But also with 9 series GPUs, they released a new form of anti-aliasing also, which reduces the impact of anti-aliasing on your machine to like next to nothing. The problem is right now, to get rid of all the jaggies you play on a low resolution screen. You see, like you zoom in really close, jaggies on things that are textured weird. You can see it best. You can see what I'm talking about best if you go to like a game like Far Cry or Crysis, something that takes place that has a lot of grass. Look at the blades of grass blowing around in the wind, and you'll see like where it thins up. Everything is kind of pixelated toward the top of the blades, like grass. Anti-aliasing smooths that out. And you could do like 2x, 4x, 8x, MXAA, FXAA, things like that. But it's a new form of it's called MFAA. Don't quote me on that. I'm still looking for the article. But essentially, dynamic super resolution renders at 4K and downscales, which is freaking sweet. Here it is. But 9 series DPUs introduced that. The new drivers that are coming out The GeForce 344.48 driver update enables dynamic super resolution for Kepler and Fermi-based desktop GPUs.
Yay!
Yay! So, my GTX 780 now gets dynamic super resolution. So games like BioShock Infinite, where I'm like running at 130 frames a second, I can now run at 4K or 1440p. I think you could do the 1440p though. I think you can scale up to 4K.
Oh, well, when do you get to the point where your eyes start bleeding because of how beautiful it is?
Never. It is a good pain.
You know, whenever you're playing something at 200 frames per second. I mean, is that like Dragon Ball Z fights? Is that how fast they're going?
Yeah, Dragon Ball Z fights.
You have to squint your eyes just to even see a spark.
Yeah, I mean pretty much. I mean that makes dynamic super resolution.
Oh man, the wife is home.
The wife is home. The wife is home. Internet, wife, internet. Perhaps you're familiar with the internet. Say hi to all the cats and poo porn that's watching. Alright, anyways, so yeah, super cool NVIDIA technology's coming to older cards, and that's really nice because I don't have the oldest card. Heck, I have a 780. But people with lower budgets, like that 460 I have, gets a like see that 460 render at 4K.
Yeah, right.
That'd be hilarious all in itself. Do you have anything you want to chat about?
Like with the whole graphics cards and the whole game monitors and everything. I always have to ask myself, what's the point?
What's the point of what?
I mean, and especially like with things that go at faster than that render more than 60 frames per second.
Right.
I mean,
play on a 120 hertz monitor at something that renders close to 120 hertz, and then you'll understand.
Well, I mean, I'm not picky.
I'll updo it. All I'm saying is, you remember the first time you saw 1080p?
Yeah, no. Right. And mind you, I went from a standard definition television.
How about this? Okay, turn your games down from 60 FPS to 30 FPS. Cap them.
Yeah, I know.
Doesn't matter that much, do it.
No. What I'm saying is above 60. Above 60 frames, what's the point?
It's smoother. I mean, it's just smoother. I mean, you get a nice 120 hertz panel with 1 millisecond. I mean, when you're playing shooters, it gives you an advantage. I mean, for people who are actually able to see it, it gives you an advantage. And I know that you have really good eyes, so my eyes are friggin' terrible when I can see
it. I gotcha.
So
I think mainly is where I wasn't really privileged as a kid. Like, I don't know. I was.
Right, you've learned to make do. You've learned that what you've got, be grateful for what you got, and if what you got gets you by and you're able to play your games and play it close to 60 frames a second, then you're happy. Which I completely understand that.
I mean,
I do.
I was playing Diablo 2 up until Diablo 3 launched.
I think everybody played Diablo 2 until Diablo 3 launched.
I mean, and the graphics didn't bother me.
Dude, I was playing Brutal Doom. That's an original Doom mod.
Oh, yeah.
But
so I'm just saying, like, yes, the new games look freaking beautiful. And it just, like, it kills me whenever people start, going into this whole 4K television and things, like whenever someone says that they don't want to play a game because it's not in 1080p or it's not going to be in 4K, that's what gets me. Because they're dishing out that what could be a phenomenal game and missing out on this wonderful experience all because the resolution wasn't up to their standards.
Right. But I mean, I don't know.
Like that's my big point on it.
Here's the deal. It's cool technology. Deal with it.
Oh yeah, it's cool.
It's cool technology. 120 frames is better than 60 frames, and that's all you need. Bigger is better. It's like why would you have a 900 horsepower car if you've got a 500 horsepower car? In the real world, you'll never use 500 horsepower, but you know what? It's something about 900 that just makes you tingle a little bit. I bet. I have no idea.
I don't know. I've never ridden a 900.
I've never been a 900 horsepower car. I've been close to a 500 horsepower car, just never a 900. But just something about it. Something about it, you know. It's having it.
Is that like a Texas thing? You know, bigger and better.
No, that's an American thing.
Oh, okay. Having your cake and eating it too. Is that right?
Having your cake and then taking your neighbor's cake. That's what Americans are all about. Have your cake, eat it, and then take your neighbor's cake. Make them sad.
And then rub the cake in their face.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, hey, you see this cake? I'm eating it.
It's my cake. Now. Was your cake.
And you're eating it in front of them.
Yeah.
And just like poorly eating it too, like rubbing it all over your face, ruining the cake completely of anything that could be enjoyable is just ruined because you're a evil and monstrous human being.
Pretty much.
That's what it is to be an American. Cheers.
Cheers and beers. It's American.
America. On that note, I'm gonna get me another.
Well, actually, we're just over the hour mark, I believe, right now. So probably need to be wrapping it up. I just had one more topic. Did you have anything else? And mine was just a quick topic.
Oh no! How about it?
Staples. Just like Target, they are the next company that lost all their customers' information. Hacking breach went in. If you shop at Staples, shame on you. Buy off the internet. If you're still doing retail shopping, go home. I mean, I go to Best Buy because every once in a while they price match Newegg.com. And I happen to wander in there inebriated and buy retarded shit I don't need.
Is there a random headset, random graphics card, random, you know?
There's a mom's not watching. You have a house of responsibility. But seriously, get off of retail. Online retailers like Amazon.com and Newegg and Tire Direct and eBay and things like that, not only do they have better secure protection because they are online based and they tend to care about their customers a little bit more, especially Amazon, they'll get you your money back quicker. If something happens, they'll let you know. If somebody buys something with your credit card information or hacks in your Amazon account, they'll get you your money back really quick. Staples, I have no idea what their customer service policy is like, but I know the last time I was in the Staples, I didn't. It was kind of like Lowe's. Lowe's of office supplies. You just kind of go in, you go to the counter, no one's there, and you're like, well, I guess this is the honor system. You lay down a 20 on the counter and walk out. You take a couple pennies out of the donation jar, like, here's my change.
Yeah, I mean, the last time I've been in this, is there a Staples around? I haven't seen a Staples.
Yeah, that's an Office Depot up at the.
Yeah, over in
I guess it was Office Depot I was in. Sorry, Staples. I told you the last time I was in a Staples. I don't think I've ever. No, there used to be a Staples. There used to be a Staples up at where ITT Tech is.
Okay, that's right.
Used to be a Staples. I was in there like twice. I think for buying like middle school stuff. But that's it.
So over 10 years ago.
Yeah. Well over 10 years ago.
Yeah, closer to 15 now?
Yeah,
Jesus
close to
Christ.
15 years old. But other than that, man, that's pretty much all I had.
I mean, like with the whole, you know, personal data and all that jazz. Oh
If you don't want it stolen, carry cash and go to your local mom and pop shop.
yeah.
If you're that anal about it, shop mom and pop with cash. If you don't really care,
Support your
way,
local
go
businesses.
shop at Walmart. Wait for Walmart. Walmart get hacked.
Oh my god. If only.
I wish. I wish someone burned down all the Walmarts.
Oh.
I'd like to burn down Walmart and open up a Fry's or a Micro Center in Walmart because, well, who needs clothes when you have technology?
There you go.
Who
I
needs
know, that's
clothes and
like
food?
the-
You can eat silicon, right? Silicon based products, PCBs.
Oh man, maybe we could all just be assimilated. You know, become the Borg.
Of course. But
live long and prosper.
something like that.
I don't know, it's been
They're
years
throwing up
since
gang
I've seen-
symbols on the internet.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
So what you got?
So I mean, and the last time I've been to like an actual retail store would have to be like to buy something. Would it have? It probably Walmart.
It wasn't dragged into a Best Buy by me.
Yeah. I mean, actually go in and purchase something. You know, you don't even think about it. You use that card like it's, I don't know, like it's nothing. I don't think people realize, you know, what kind of information is actually stored on that credit card.
Yeah, and then we'll bring up the point, dude. Apple with their new stuff, they're allowing you to pay with your phone now.
Yeah.
Store your credit card information on your phone because if thieves needed another reason not to return your phone when you drop it in the store, not only do they get all your credit card information, but they also get a bendy phone.
Oh yeah. A very bendy phone.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna say I went this entire stream without mentioning Bendgate, because Bendgate has been beaten until it was a dead horse, and then beaten like a dead horse, and then raised from the dead by a necromancer, and then beaten like an undead horse.
That's a lot of beating going on.
Dude, that's subject to seeing a lot of wear and tear.
So did they ever fix that?
There is no fix, man. Okay, if you watch the videos, and this is gonna be my 2 cents, and I'm gonna leave this alone. If you've been something, watch videos. The guy that does unbox therapy, watch his video. He was the one that got really popular doing this. Made a lot of money doing this. Not gonna say I wouldn't have done the same thing, because that guy made a lot of money off that video. Look at the view count. Anyways, you apply that kind of force to anything. Okay, one of two things. One, it's gonna bend. iPhone. Okay. Two, it's gonna break in half. It's going to break in half.
Right.
And put a case on your phone, people. If you put a case on it, you don't have to worry about it.
And you know, what's $50 when it comes to, you know, protecting your brand new $500 device?
All right, so my brother bought himself a new phone about a year and a half ago. Brand new phone, got it, had it for a month, broke the screen on it because I told him to get a phone, or I told him to get a case. He never got a case. Broke
Oh
the
yeah.
screen. Didn't crack the screen. The screen went black. It will not turn on. It was one of those Droid Razor Max phones. The battery lasts forever, and if the screen uses the most of your battery, the screen was broken. He set an alarm on it right before he broke it for 5 a.m. Could not turn it off. It went off every morning for 3 weeks. 3 weeks, even on the weekends. He couldn't turn it off because he wanted to save it. I told him to break it because it was one of the phones that had the sealed as a unibody, so you could take the battery out.
Right.
Like my phone is. But yeah, the phone died.
Worst design ever.
Unibody's alright. Unibody's alright. Don't knock it. But yeah, so yeah, if you apply that kind of force to a phone, it's either going to break or bend. I'm sorry, Samsung people. I'm sorry, Motorola people. I'm sorry, LG or HTC. Go out. You know what? If you're going to hate on the iPhone for that much, okay, I'm going to say I hated on it for a little bit. But after sitting back and thinking about it, go out and break your phone in half. Just do it. Just right now. Just go bend it in half and see what happens. It's going to break or shatter. Phone will. But,
yep,
that's my rant. It's my rant. Every phone's going to break if you put that kind of pressure on it. So.
Also, if you accidentally drop it on the concrete.
Oh, yeah. That's a story for a different day, right?
Oh, yeah.
Verizon has a new phone coming out, and I'm buying it at the end of the month, and you're going to see it. It's going to be awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, I'm
surprised.
It's called a Droid Turbo. Turbo.
Are you going turbo?
Bitch, I'm going turbo. Yeah. Well, I think that's about does it for today, unless you got something else.
No, I'm pretty good.
All right. Well, this has been a fun talk. This is Push to Talk Show. My name's Tim.
I'm John, or Will, or Pokey. And insert which one you like in the comments below, and I will be going by whatever you want to call me.
Because of the vaping thing, I'm going to start calling the Misty Hippie.
Oh, God, no.
The Misty Hippie.
Not the hippies. No, not the hippies.
Hippies. All right, guys. Have a good night.
Ah.